Okay, we got forgotten exploration on the name bit there, but didn't actually open up anything new in the map itself. Oh, and somehow I missed yet another flare. Sheesh. I was loaded with these things. And yeah, happy wife, happy life. No doubt about that. Oh, I should have brought the pry bar. Oh, well, it's fine. Seems unlikely there is anything pressing within that other locker. Certainly by this point. Wait, holy... I walked past flare shells. Holy heck. You know, given how hard those things are to find sometimes, I really should not do that. Anyway. Oh yeah, for those of you who are not on the Discord, before stream tonight, I put up a couple photos of like my latest questionable food discovery. It is Choco McGriddles with sausage, egg, and cheese from McDonald's. Just a random supply cache out there. Yeah. So I was walking by the nearby McDonald's, and they had a sign up that said, "Well, today only." And at a as usual, a thin, attractive young lady holding up a new breakfast sandwich with it was like a McGriddle but chocolate, and then with all the other accoutrement in the middle. Probably pretty decent. Stewie? It's bad. I mean, usually I am a defender of McDonald's breakfast sandwiches, but no. It's just bad. Like, think of a big, floppy, greasy Oreo, but with sausage, egg, and cheese in the middle instead of the white stuff. Just heavy and greasy, and yet somehow when you bit into the chocolatey bits of the McGriddle itself, it felt dry. I don't know how that was possible given the laws of physics, but McDonald's found a way. Yeah, honestly, the only redeeming quality was the fact that it came with hash browns. And McDonald's hash browns are S tier, and I will not hear otherwise. It's like an execution. I mean, maybe like the individual components. Yeah, they should be fine. But when you put them together, they do not mesh. You know, the Choco and McGriddle, two great tastes that don't necessarily taste great together. But hey, you gotta try shit, right? And like I said, one day only. Except, as it turned out, it was not one day only. It's 10 days later, And they're still selling them. Oh, well. You love McDonald's hash browns. You also know how to make them. Yeah, making them yourself is almost certainly the, oh, wow. Almost certainly the cheaper and healthier route. Look at this. Look at this. 5! 5 maple saplings in one spot. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are definitely coming back with us to a convenient location.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And if you think I'm turning them into a travois, you are on drugs. Okay, where? Oh, there's a bridge up here. Wow, wow. We got all sorts of wonders up here. Okay, not that helpful, if I'm honest, but whatever. But yeah, so in answer to your question, Pancake, it's a, yeah, today was rough. It's like 35 degrees, 90% humidity. Like when I left the apartment, all I wanted to do was, go. I had a doctor's appointment, which was like a 10-15 minute walk, and then I was gonna get groceries on the way home, and then just doing that, I was spent because it is just gnarly out there. I mean, their exact recipe lists ingredients. Peptide takes about 4 hours, but you can make a large enough batch you can have them for a couple days straight. Or they get the specific kind of flour they use. Ooh. Well, that's some handy knowledge. Like, did you acquire that firsthand, or is there a McDonald's hash brown recipe out there floating somewhere on the internet? Wait, is that? Oh, this might be it. Yeah, now I'm curious. Is it? Oh, okay. This is up from the they got the concentrator over there, like the big workshop building over there. Yeah, we got the indolent hoppers down there. Yeah, this is as far as this path goes. It looks like. You're better not knowing how to make it. Honestly, same. It's like even with my limited space, the temptation to have those crispity, crunchity, delightfully salty little ovaloids of goodness. It would be a challenge to to look away. Yeah, why don't I, yeah, let's just get these, yeah, let's get these saplings back and curing. You worked part-time for knowledge while you were in university. You made notes of all the ingredients of things you liked and later tried to recreate them. Not all worked, but hash browns did. Ooh. What other sorts of mad science did you do? Because I will say, during my time at McDonald's, because yeah, I did my time there as well. I did some sciencing as well, but not as not in as quite a scientific manner. That was more of a slapdash. What happens if I put this with this? So like I came up with with a breakfast mac, like a Big Mac you would serve at breakfast. So well, basically you pop in a one of the little egg, the steamed egg things on there. You probably take out the lettuce because lettuce doesn't scream breakfast to me. The sauce would be negotiable. But then if you don't have the sauce, do you have a Big Mac? But yeah, you keep the beef patties, you keep the cheese. It's just like one of those things like when you're making that shift between breakfast and lunch, and you've got the leftover, the breakfast leftovers that you're gonna have to toss out anyways. Like, yeah, try shit. Who knows? You've been cooking as a hobby for over 20 years. You kind of know how to make things just by their look and taste. Wow. So much respect there. Yeah, I have more of a trial and error relationship with with cooking. As evidenced by my succumbing to curiosity over Choco McGriddles. Wait, is it? God dang it! There's a pry bar right there.
Nobody needs this anymore.
This is this is the fourth time we've passed through here. I'm still finding stuff. Good grief. A flare and a plaid shirt. Woo! Worth it. But yeah, so yeah, just being out and about for what was really hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because like the doctor appointment got done in a reasonable time. Grocery shopping took slightly longer than usual, but that was only because they were having a discount day, so the store was a little more packed than usual. And if I'm honest, it's not like the discount was all that much. But maybe I was just buying the wrong things. But yeah, the news from the doctor's appointment was positive. Um, yeah, I think, what was it? When I went in for a physical in like late March, I weighed 116 and a half kilograms, and as of this morning, I am down to 105. Which still, still work to do, but I'm happy that rather than big swings, I'm able to keep up a steady like progression, like a steady trend line of 1 kilogram per week. Because like big changes are hard to sustain, but when we're making, yeah, thank you for that timely tummy rumble, Astrid, for your illustrating my point. But being able to kind of ingrain habits over the longer term and then see that pay off little by little, I think that is, it's one of those positively self-reinforcing things. So much so that Dr. Jeff is, starting to make noises about, hey, maybe we don't need to be on the Wegovy for that much longer. If you've got the habits down, we can just not have you spend a couple $100s a month. And honestly, I would be okay with that. I am a little afeared that the cravings might return if we do, but we've been working on ways to deal with that. One of the easiest is just don't have snacks available at home. I mean, it sounds simple because it is, but it also works. See, things managed to recreate hash browns, the batter used for McNuggets, and the spice mix from the McStrips. Ooh, I like the chicken strips. There's sauces, Big Mac, barbecue, chili mayo. Managed to get the breakfast sandwich patties mix right. Ooh. Okay, you closed on a high note there. Like I said, lunch and beyond, I'm just kind of on McDonald's, but breakfast sandwiches, ooh, I'm an easy mark. And thank you, Stewie, for that kind words, by the way. Are we gonna blizzard? It looks like we're gonna blizzard. It's a good time to be here. Okay, then right by the moose cloak, we're gonna go ba-boom, and we're gonna make some notes so I don't forgore. There we go. Yeah, I'm walking with a kilogram of rose hips. I really don't need to be doing that. Oh, hey, well, a second hatchet. But no, here, what we should do, keep using this less good hatchet, and then when it's time to leave, swap out. Try to extend the life a little bit because the whetstone we have is not long for this world. We good? We're good. Nice. Nah, don't worry about it. Actually, no. Bring those with. Yeah, let's go back to the fire barrel. We'll grab some more charcoal for the road, and we'll grab a pie. And then we'll turn in. Yeah, what? That's a question. What am I going to do with all those coffees and teas? Because I have... Do I have a thermos? I thought I did. Did I leave it? I might have left it. Oh, excuse me. Thermal flask. Ah, there we are. Okay. I was certain I had one. Right when we step out the door, huh, Astrid? And of course, the game heard me, so we're going to be walking into the wind the whole way, but that's right. That's all right. And I will say it is a little weird because, like, again, you can take me out of America, but you can't take the America out of me. 'Cause, like, actually seeking out and using healthcare is that, like, and not just here, but like basically every other stop, unless it was something that was actively making it harder for me to breathe, like like I used to get like annual cases of bronchitis every winter, and that's not something one ignores. At least not for long. But yeah, other than that, I I refused to use the healthcare, not because I thought it was bad, just because I've been so inculcated with the habit of don't go to the doctor, it's going to financially ruin you. It's it feels odd, but at the same way refreshing that I can go to a doctor, be seen in a reasonable time, and you know not have to set my credit card on fire. Uh, well, I mean, well, yes, Stewie. I mean, I am technically speaking in a communist country, so when in Rome, etc., and so forth. Pancake say the patty is not perfect but close. It's made a partially cooked pork sausage that was ground even more. Ooh, really? Huh. Interesting. Cooked then ground more. I wonder why. Is it like a consistency thing? I don't know. Cause like if you're like somewhere like McDonald's, they want uniformity and simplicity. So if they're doing that, there must be a reason. Mix the spices evenly. Huh. Okay. Today I learned. Ambient noises are getting me a little bit. Like, we've been gone long enough that we should have some respawns along the path here, but I haven't seen them yet. I mean, don't rush on my account, of course. They can take all the time they want. Okay, yeah, so we're here to grab ourselves some dinner and some charcoal. Do we need water? Not particularly. Yeah, let's eat. Yeah, we'll eat the ones that are partially it. Because I really do want to go through all of those Briar House pies before we leave the zone. It's like, stuff that doesn't stink I'm okay with carrying, but like these, eh. But God, look at all that birch tea. My God. And this was all birch bark that we could be trading. Pancake, getting the exact type of meat is hard because the things that corporations use not available to the average Joe. Sure. Yeah, I would hope McDonald's has access to better machinery than you or me. Kind of embarrassing if they didn't. There we go. We'll grab one more. That's fine. And you know what? We'll just grab a pie for the road. That probably will make us more popular than we want to be, but oh well. Yeah, and then on the morrow, we'll go. Actually, yeah. We'll go to the far side. We'll map the trailer, and then we'll go find the transition cave. Yeah, let's do that. I'm 78% certain where it is, but we'll get there. Ruined by yeah. The mold is just extra vitamins and minerals. Yep. See, I knew we'd get some attention. Where are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this on the road? Probably the best spot. There. That's how it should go. Right in the snoot. Okay, we still good? Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, this deep into the run, I'm I know I'm a little woogity around respawn times because in the base settings for this like wolf spawn is maxed or like the well I think the oh, actually I don't know, like wolf spawns are, but like does that also translate to respawn time? That I'm less sure of, and I know that over time animal respawn rate goes down. But what I don't know if that's a continual thing or if it behaves like like the global temperature. And once it hits like a base val like a
It's getting dark
floor,
out here. Time to look for shelter.
it stops going down. So like on Loper, when you're 50 days in, that is as cold as the world gets. So I wonder on like in that same vein, when you get to 50 whatever days on Loper, well, no, God, that seems fast. Or like, so like, does that function similarly? So like, say it's whatever 200 days in, and then once you hit that point, the animal respawn is as slow as it will get, or does that keep going down over time? But see, there's no other mechanic that behaves like that. I know, like Hadrian, friend of the community. I know in his actually in up to videos comparatively recently, he thought that the world kept getting colder over time. So I mean, and I was right there with him. I had no reason to believe otherwise. I would say that to point out that people who are otherwise very knowledgeable about the game, some mechanics we're just not that up on. So the reason I bring this up is like we're what now? Yeah, we're on day 709. So if animal respawn rates keep getting slower, that would be a concern because at some point animals won't respawn fast enough for us to hunt. And fish, because fish are animals, do we at some point hit an inability to get food? Or does the respawn rate behave like the global temperature range? And at some point it hits a bedrock, and that is as slow as it gets. That would be where my money is. And actually, now that I think of it, I think that's the case because as we were grinding meat, the grinding as in the XP sense, as we were grinding that to make the Briarhouse pies, we had the deer in Transfer Pass come back in like a week. So at some point, yeah, yeah, I agree, Stewie. There has to be a floor. Otherwise, there's no reason for that deer to. Not only the deer, but the rabbits and the ptarmigans in Transfer Pass to have come back that quickly. So, yeah, I mean, we got to stay on top of food, yes, but I don't think there is a risk of the respawn rate being so slow, we're going to be at risk of starvation as we get closer to 1,000 days. Grinding for well, grinding meat for pies. Close. Grind your bones to make my bread. Is it? Oh, hey, there you go. What if we start? Because like we make use of the animal hide, the meat, the guts. There are things we could do with the bones. Bone bread. You can make like bone tip arrows. Not as good as metal, but they do more damage than the fire hardened arrows. Or or just or decorations. Get your own deer or moose head. Do your just to really make your base as goth as possible. Because we already have the harvesting mechanic. It would just be one more thing to harvest. Maybe like bone. There you could have bone broth. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a playful thought. Any more? Oh right, yeah. Gotta ditch that. Anything else? No, we stuck the flare in there. Okay, well that's fine. I was gonna say bone meal, but that would involve like planting and growing things. And I don't. Yeah, I would not. I know some people have been asking for like greenhouses and like being able to grow certain things. I don't think that would fit with the overall ethos of the game, like bringing new life into a dying world. That'd be just a little too hopeful. Cook snow, make snow soup, soup become water. Yeah, cook snow, snow soup become water, use water to make broth, use broth to make stew, use stew to give calories to give energy to cook the next batch of snow. It's the circle of life, like Elton John taught us. Oh, there's the blizzard. I figured we were due for one of those. Now let's go ahead and do that. Greenhouse wouldn't work. You need hydroponics on top of that. Yeah, and there's no end of reasons why greenhouses wouldn't do the trick. And if I'm like, I don't. There are lots of reasons I wouldn't. Excuse me. I wouldn't expect Hinterland to add those. Moose and berry eggs when you make breakfast sandies. No, again, if as long as we're wish listing animal products, I demand a way to get cheese curds so we can make poutine and be maximally Canadian. Because we have everything else. We have potatoes. We have oil. We have salt. There's your fries. You know, we got broth to make gravy. Milk the we would need female moose, because otherwise that's a different kind of milking. We'll leave that one for the furries. You have a dug up underground pantry where you grow mushrooms, that could still work. Yeah, I guess a renewable source of reishi mushrooms? It's not, I wouldn't call that game breaking. I still wouldn't hold my breath, but no, I would put better odds on that happening than a greenhouse. Oh, did I get charcoal? I did get charcoal. Good. Or other types of mushrooms? Well, these animals have to be dropping deuces somewhere. Never say never. You have caves and mines. Yeah, could. Uh, well, we might as well. I don't know, man. Well, that's fine. We'll just hang out. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Far territory extended, well, everything. Yeah, imagine what an aurora would look like with Stewie's mushrooms. Yeah, I figured this was coming. I forgot that while we're here, you can in fact have day-long blizzards. Well, good thing we cooked away all that cabin fever risk. Well, make use of the time. So I don't just want to keep passing time and sleeping, because nightfall is gonna come, and we're not gonna be remotely tired. Oh, we good? I think we're good. There we are. Well, oh geez, it is late, but not too terribly late. Tell you what, let's at least let's at least go find the trailer and map that. Get some out of doors time in today, so the game doesn't start chirping at us about cabin fever again, because we know how much it loves to do that. All right. So how do we get there? Is there? Yeah, there should be a way around on the left side, if memory serves. It's not a way I usually go. How advanced is your bending? Oh, we're maxed. Because yeah, this was a achievement hunting run, so excuse me. One of the achievements we got is getting all skills to level 5. And believe me, mending took the longest by far. Like I have like I had piles of clothes in the dam and the Quonset, just there purely for basically cloth neutral repairs. So take something that takes one cloth to repair, mend it, break it down, and then just mend over and over and over and over again until we got to level 5. Why does the audio keep cutting out? That's weird. How'd you manage gunsmithing? Okay, gunsmithing. Well, you can do it the honest way, or you can do it the way I did it, which is make ammo and harvest it, and then use those components to make more ammo, which you harvest, and then assemble again. Because the higher your gunsmithing, the more components you get back per harvest. Oh, and the other thing, with mending, actually, once you're at mending 4, I think you're already at like 100% chance to succeed. 5 lets you, I think, it lets you finish quicker. It's been, God, years since we did that in this save, so I couldn't say for sure, but I think that's the case. But yeah, gunsmithing is fairly cheesable. The other nice thing is, it is of all the skills, it is the one that is by far, or that takes the fewest actions to max. Like, it doesn't take hundreds upon hundreds of actions like cooking or fire starting or mending. I think it might take like 100 skill points total. I don't have the wiki memorized, for good reason. But like, so if you get yourself, like a 1 or 2 gunsmithing skill books, you can really accelerate your path through that. Do you need to find casings to do the gunsmithing? I mean, if you want to make the rounds, yes. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't. If you turning the scrap lead into bullets, I think, does not get you gunsmithing, but I think making gunpowder does. But practically speaking, yeah, you're gonna want those. I guess, technically speaking, you could progress gunsmithing just by making gunpowder. What is up with the audio? Jesus. This is getting freaky. Yeah, but yeah, so now, yeah, so in short, yes, you can do that. No, it's everything. Yeah, it's all the sound cutting out. Which, man, that is worrying. Because like, what's it going to take with it? All right. Anyway. But yeah, the only, like, the shell casings. Oh, wow. There'll be, yeah, you find shell casings out in the world. Lucy's and ones that, come with rounds attached. Are you a thing? You're not a thing. But once you have them, you basically have them for life, essentially. Like, as long as you remember to pick up your brass when you fire your weapon, you can just keep using those same casings over and over and over. And like, if you make lower tier uh, rounds, and you don't want to run that risk of the gun jamming or having a misfire, just harvest it, try again. Maybe you lose some gunpowder, but you can grind past it pretty quickly. Okay, nope, and the boots are still fine. Good. So while we're here, okay, there we go. Yeah, so the pit is here, trailer here, and the idle camp is, well, here. Wait, have I never been in here? How? Oh, No, no, I came in here on the run that I saved. Yeah, I had a separate run to do the tails. That's when I came in here. On your max skills stalker run, you remember being surprised at how quickly you got to level 5. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost certain that is, yeah, because you can, because like if one skill book is 10 points and you need 100 points to max out gunsmithing, that is, you're 10% of the way with like what, 5 hours of research. And I guess that is kind of a blessing because otherwise you would spend just that much more time hanging out in Black Rock or Leak Inlet.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Oh wow, RNG stim. Go figure. Okay, well, good thing we came over here. So, yeah, we're not really in need of much else. So we just head back? Maybe we just head back. But yeah, we got everything. You see, mending. Yeah, so if memory serves, 100% chance of repair comes with mending 4. But you repair faster, you get more condition, and your sewing kit wears down slower with mending 5. Okay. Well, what? Yeah, we'll take all that stuff back, but we'll go a little celebratory sooty for the road. Now, well, hang on. Yeah, there should be there's a patch back here that should have a ton of like leaky barrels and such. Oh, and more rose hips. Nice. More rose hips mean more pemmican bars. Eventually. Yeah, I think we got to go back that way to get to the transition cave. But while we're here, feathers, feathers, thank you. Okay, it is such a pivot going from like misery where, ooh, easy food, yes please, to, do I really want to touch that crop deer? Do we need that right this second? Nah, I don't. But yeah, never did make any animal hide clothing on that misery run. Did Well, I don't say we didn't need it. We clearly needed it. We just didn't actually make it happen. And as it turned out, it didn't. Well, it didn't matter. You would argue it actually wouldn't have mattered at all because even if you get a full suite of animal hide clothing, you're still going to be cold all the damn time. It's just a question of how much. Yeah, it's what it is. It's a feather farm. Hey, hello there. Did not expect to see you right there. Am I close to Smoker's Cave, or is that, well, or is there another bear? I think there's only the one, right? Okay, I think those are regular wolves over there. That's a regular bear right there. You know what? I am of the opinion that Astrid just cannot be bothered. And neither can I. Well, okay, we're gonna have a word with the terrain. Let's just not. Yeah, even now. Why actually? Why even now? Especially now. Why take fights we don't need to? Right? And again, this is partly me just as the day count goes up, our world slowly contracts, right? Because I think the next longest run I have on the books is like 200 something days. That is a lot of progress to give up if the worst was to happen here. Are you serious? Okay, let's test this theory. Are they going to come through the schmutz? Yeah, here are the barrels I was thinking of. And the answer is no, they are very much not. Also, hello, 5 birch saplings. Are we going to put up with the schmutz to grab those? Yes, we are. I was just talking earlier tonight about how eventually we're going to find all the saplings that are out there in the world. And then what do we do for bows and arrows? The answer is explore more. Because it's very likely, even according to the game having covered 100% of the world, there is still many things we have yet to find. Many nooks and crannies with goodies. What? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, there's little spots like that, and like that 5-drop of maple we found earlier in a part of the zone I'd never been in on any run really. You're not going to let me up here, are you? No, you're not. Well, that's just rude. And this is why Zach says, even if you're deep into a run, even if you think you've looted every single thing there is to loot, go back over it. Check your work. Never know what you're going to find. We got 2 over there. Ooh, I don't like that risk. I think we need to get moving. Is that? I would say that wolf was remarkably stationary.
Get a lot colder soon.
Yeah, let's get moving. Yeah, 56. I don't love that. Because the last thing I want to deal with is toxic aurora wolves. Shit, it's already 70%. Good grief. Because I really don't want that to hit, because if it does, we instantly lose well-fed. What do you get? Yeah, well, I think you take like a percent, you lose a chunk of health, but like the worst part of it is you immediately lose well-fed. %81%. Maybe I should have gone back to the trailer and just stuck it out there. Well, no. No, we'll be okay. We just gotta be mindful of where we walk. It's like worst comes to worst, we just go inside the concentrator. We sleep there tonight. Yes, he's still in. Well, it's not going up. That's good. Yeah, let me skip that bit right there. Yeah, don't want to go down that way. I think if we pop up here, we'll avoid any yuckiness. Right? Right. See, still, yeah, that thing just takes forever to go down. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna let discretion be the better part of valor, and let's just hole up here. Oh, rifle. Wow, how'd I miss that? Yeah, we'll hang out here tonight. And then we'll make the rest of the trip tomorrow.